Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pressing Matters. I'm Scott. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for your support. When I talk about companion reviews on the channel, what I mean by that is oftentimes I'll write a full review of an album for Audiophilia. It's so different than doing a video review. In a written review, I can really focus on the structure of the review, the details that I want to bring in, exactly how I want to say things, and refine and polish the review till it says exactly my thoughts. When I do that, I think about creating a companion review. And I think the best way to approach a companion review is not to rehash all the details, but to provide a visual element so you get to see the release in detail. And especially with something like this, Lionel Richie's Can't Slow Down, Definitive Sound Series, one step, you want to see it. It's also so you can see on my face and hear in my voice how I feel about a record. I am kind of an open book. You can really tell if I'm truly excited about something or if I'm kind of, here's another record. I think you're going to see it on my face with this. Honestly, when Can't Slow Down was announced as a Definitive Sound Series release, I was like, huh? Raising an eyebrow. I was like, I don't know. I didn't know the album intimately because I didn't have a copy. Of course, I knew practically every song on it from years of radio play. But I was like, I don't know if the audience is there for this. I'm not really sure. I wanted to find out because if anything, I trust Tom Grover Beery's curatorial instinct. And let's face it, he's right in the middle there at Capitol Interscope. He could release any title pretty much. And he chose this one. Why? Well, now that I've heard it, I know why. This was mastered by Chris Bellman from the original master tapes, cut directly from. And it's pressed at RTI on VR900 vinyl. It's presented in this beautiful slipcase. I've shown you these before, but it doesn't hurt to show it again. Oh my God. The printing on here is gorgeous. Lionel looks handsome. The package looks handsome as well. And you got the DSS logo around here. This is matte. Looks great. And then inside, you get a matte finish jacket, which just looks lovely. Oh, my certificate's falling out. And the back looks like this. It's a gatefold, beautifully produced, lovely. Inside, you get one of these certificate of authenticity. Tells you all about this limited pressing. I believe there are 3,000. I don't know how many there are. It's limited. But, let me show you the pressing and the label. It was kind of cool to see a Motown label on an audiophile pressing. I was like, oh, this is different. Beautiful RTI pressing. Very nice. Once cleaned, it was silent. Oh, and you can see through it too. It's VR900D2, which is really a great vinyl compound, the best. Really, it's the best all around. Let me not shove this in here. Let me put this over here. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's Lionel. There we go. All right, so why this album? It was a monster hit. 20 million people plus bought it. It has 5 songs that were hits, 2 which reached #1. It won some Grammy Awards. It was a blockbuster smash hit. You've heard the songs. Even though I didn't own the album, I'd heard all the songs. Things like All Night Long, Hello, Running with the Night, Penny Lover. What was the other one? Stuck on You, Love Will Find a Way. The Only One. It literally is 90% a greatest hits album. That's how successful it was. What I understood after I heard this is I think Tom Beery and Chris Bellman, who mastered this, were really attracted to the potential for it to shine. The production is amazing on this. I had no idea. Hearing something on the radio is much different than hearing it on a high-end system. And through this Definitive Sound Series release and hearing the record produced or reproduced properly, I was like seduced by the sound. Right from the beginning, the energetic opening just leaps out of the speakers. Sounds like a cliche, but so true here. Can't Slow Down echoes a little bit of influence from Wanna Be Startin' Something by Michael Jackson. It has that kind of stop and start rhythm section that made that song so special, but it is its own thing. And his vocal delivery is really great on this. All the writing is top notch. But what's really top notch here, besides, well, it's really everything. His performance is great. He's in top form. The production is exquisite. It's just beautiful. Early 80s studio, but not glossy, not shiny, not like that. It's natural, open, warm, lush, and beautiful, at least on this pressing. Lots of open space, lots of beautiful detail, percussion, tight drum sound, beautiful bass lines, great keyboard sounds. It's just so impressive. Each track unfolds in beauty. Even the most familiar tracks where you were like, oh my God, wow, all night long. Warm, deep, lush, open soundstage, just full of little things here and there. Beautiful tonality on everything. The background vocals, the chants, the people partying in the background, fabulous. Even the ballads, which, I used to consider a little syrupy, When it got to the final track, Hello, I was like, wow. I actually got a little emotional. And I don't normally get that way when I hear Hello on the radio. It was amazing. I really, really love this record. I had no idea. So the question becomes, are you willing to spend $100 on this luxury pressing? I would say if you're a fan of Lionel Richie, absolutely yes. If you're a fan of highly polished LA studio musicians producing a masterpiece, yes. I would say if you want to hear what might be Chris Bellman's best effort yet, yes. If you're curious, like me, and just want to see what the fuss is all about, yes. It is expensive, I know. And yes, there are alternatives. I did hear the streaming version. I don't think it holds candle to what I heard here. At least it reproduced on my system. The packaging is impeccable and beautiful. A real keepsake kind of feel to it. The pressing by RTI was beautiful, quiet, and it really needs to be quiet. This record has a lot of quiet space. Those ballads need that quiet surface to really expand. My overall feeling of this is it's taken what was a beautiful recording to begin with and given it its best light. What I love about this series, especially Chris Bellman's masterings, is they don't try to emphasize stuff. I hate that. I hate when all of a sudden it's like bright detail, or everything pushed forward. This is nothing like that. Natural detail, open space, warmth, beauty, deep bass, tuneful, taut, excellent vocal quality, and it reveals the record in a new light without resorting to hi-fi gimmicks. That's what I love about this. If you're at all interested in this, I hope you can hear a copy. Maybe a friend has one. Maybe you hear one at a hi-fi store. I don't know, but this gets my highest recommendation. I think it's very, very good. And once again, the Definitive Sound series surprises me. I talked about this in the last couple of videos, how, Beck, Dr. Dre, and REM were new discoveries for me. Here we have familiar songs, which I knew before, and it's another voyage of discovery with this record. I love it. I really love it. And I had no idea I would love Can't Slow Down by Lionel Richie, but now I do. Let me know what you think about this release. It's a little puzzling, isn't it? I hope I shed some light on it for you. And please check out the full article for more details about this recording. Until next time, I'm Scott for The Pressing Matters. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.